back to Lavendaire. I'm here again with Miss Canna Campbell from SugarMammaTV. She's a financial advisor, a money guru. Today she's going to share with us some secrets on how to manifest more money in your life.
Alright, so I always say to people, often it's the smallest things that have the biggest impact in our lives financially. And when you see the impact of these things, you feel so much better and you're more committed to your financial journey. So I wanted to share with you things that I personally do myself, as well as recommend to all my followers on my YouTube channel, SugarMammaTV. Alright, the first one is always track your progress. From knowing where you stand financially today, every time you do something to improve your finances, write it down and write the date so you can see the progression that you're making. You can see the results, because when you see those results, you feel really good about yourself and it fuels your motivation, your sense of clarity and direction. So say, for example, you managed to pay an extra $100 off your student debt this month. Make sure you write it down and document it on the date. You'll see that eventually you will actually have that student debt completely paid off. Or say you're able to save up an extra $1,000 for the month. Make sure you update your running spreadsheet or your journal that shows you how you're getting better at this. You're becoming financially fitter. It feels so good.
I think that's a great tip because most people don't even track these things. They just kind of like let it run in the background
and it always feels like you're treading water, but actually you're making progress. But because you feel like you're treading water, it's really deflating to your energy and focus. But when you see actually this is working, all these little sacrifices here and there are so worth the effort. You'll be more committed to it and you'll see yourself all the way through the end.
Right, it's motivating.
Exactly. The next thing is to start building passive income streams, investing in things like property, buying shares, having bonds that earn interest. Start building your level of financial education and knowledge. I share heaps of things on my YouTube channel about how to do this, but you want to start building up passive income. So passive income is money that you earn whilst you sleep at night. As you know, we know it's one of your big financial goals is to build up enough passive income stream to give you independence.
Yes.
It means that you don't have to get out of bed if you don't want to.
I love that too.
Earning money whilst
I
you
mean,
sleep.
what would you say is the easiest way to start building passive income from anyone who's like not doing anything already?
Okay, so myself personally, I set myself this challenge called the $1,000 Project, and I worked at basically hustling and saving money. Every time I had $1,000, I just went and bought some shares. I'd buy into businesses that I would see every day. I'd receive dividends from owning those companies, because when you're a shareholder, you own stock in that company, you're entitled to the profits and they pay you dividends. So I started generating a passive income stream. Within a year, I was making over $1,700 in that 1 year from doing the $1,000 project.
Yeah. And you can find out more about that on her channel.
The next secret to my success that pays off big time is actually make your finances fun. Financial planning and getting better with your finances is not about depriving yourself or being mean or putting yourself on a really strict, tough budget. It's about having fun. When I did the $1,000 project where I like hustled and saved all this money, it was actually so enriching. What I got back was bigger than the actual money I saved at the end. It was learning about community, learning about how strong and resilient I really was, learning about how creative I was in coming up with ideas and opportunities to manifest money in my life that I could go and then invest. And it really enriched my life on such a deeply profound level. I set up amazingly fun challenges for myself, like Frugal February, which I'd done lots of vlogs on, Manifesting March, which was mind-blowing as to what happened in my life.
Can you give an example of that?
I got my book deal in Manifesting March.
Wow.
I got off a parking ticket, which is like impossible in Sydney. I found money. People gave me great business ideas. And it's funny because I was originally given a book deal about 9 months ago, but they suddenly took it off the table and they said, oh no, sorry, the financial book market is saturated. We're no longer interested. And I was really sort of upset because I was so excited. Anyway, in Manifesting March, I had 3 publishers fighting over me for my book deals, and they got into a bidding war. And one of the biggest publishing houses in the world ended up saying, no, we're taking Canna, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, that's
and
amazing.
Before I knew it, I had this huge book contract sitting in my lap. It all happened in March because I opened myself up to the idea of abundance, flow of money, and the opportunities. And these are all things that we can do for ourselves.
Wow, I love that.
The fourth, and I think probably one of the most important things that gets you through the tough times when it comes to building wealth, is to know your number. I know exactly how much money I personally need to generate per year to live financially free. Enough money to pay for a holiday every year, to look after myself and my son, to be able to afford to educate him, to be able to, invest in the things that make me feel happy and whole, like, investing in my health and fitness and well-being. So know your number. So by doing your budget, if you know that, to live the lifestyle that you dream and desire is, say, $50,000 a year, well, that's your number. That's what you want to build your passive income stream, so that you build up a passive income stream that pays you $50,000 a year, because then you're financially free and independent. You do not ever need to lean on a job or a person or an organization to give yourself that financial freedom.
And let me point out that this is something you guys can start doing right now, immediately after the video, is to look at how much it costs to live the life that you dream of and just really calculate it. And sometimes it's not as much as you think.
Oh, it's amazing when you realize, well, okay, if it means I'm going to be able to retire 10 years earlier, and it means, okay, well, I can't buy 10 pairs of shoes, I can only buy 5 pairs of shoes, I'll happily cut down to 5 pairs of shoes if it means I can retire 10 years earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It gives you a sense of perspective again, which is really powerful. And then the final thing that I insist everyone does along their way of building up their financial wealth, and that is to take care of yourself, invest in yourself. Now, that doesn't mean going out and buying, blowing all the hard work and buying yourself a brand new car. It's the little things along the way that nurture your soul and recharge your batteries. So yesterday, I went and got a beautiful massage at a day spa downtown in Beverly Hills. It was so good. I walked out so rejuvenated and recharged, and I was able to sit down and get so much more work done. So do things for yourself, whether it be making yourself a really beautiful meal, or going and buying yourself a beautiful bunch of fresh flowers, or going to the art gallery for the day. Make sure you nurture yourself along the way, because you are your biggest investment. Without having the maximum amount of energy, you're not going to get the maximum results. So listen to your body when it needs to be.
Yes, because you have to stay inspired and motivated, because you're the person who's making the money come to you. And if you're tired and you're not motivated, you're not going to have the abundance that you want in your life.
Exactly. And listening to your body, focusing on being the best person you can be is what all you need to do.
I love that. So important. Thanks so much, Canna. This was amazing. I hope you guys out there enjoyed these tips, these little secrets on manifesting more money in your life. Check out Sugar Mama. I'll have the link down below so you can watch her YouTube and see her website, as well as your book, The $1,000 Project. All right. Have a great one. See you next time.
Bye.